When I seen Nex Benedict, their face plastered on social media a few days ago when they were first beaten, I just didn't have the spoons to handle this. And I thought, oh, sad, another trans child has killed themselves because of harassment or something. That's what I assumed. I was wrong, of course. But then my second thought was the pictures they were showing of Nex looked exactly like the pictures my nephew took when he came out as trans. He had a little bow tie, his hair all to the side. He was, just adorable. I thought, my God, how. That's my greatest fear. Like, that someday those pictures will be accompanying a news article about death. Of course, Nex Benedict was actually murdered, did not kill themselves. They were two spirit, as they were indigenous. I believe Cree and Choctaw Nation. And they also identified kind of non-binary. So I'm going to kind of say they and two spirit because that seems to be primarily how they identified. They were using the girls' bathroom, which I believe is the gender they were assigned at birth, per most of these red state laws. Hell, I seen a woman break an Iowan law today. She took her son in the women's bathroom. Monster. Yeah, that's against the law here. Anyways, they were using the bathroom, and three girls, I believe all the people were 16, Nex was 16 anyway. They just stabbed and stabbed her and stabbed and stabbed them. And when a teacher found out about this, they really delayed reporting anything, which almost certainly did not help Nex stay alive. Nex wanted to live. These three girls decided that was really funny and cool to stab and kill a classmate who I guess would be different. In 2024, Matt XIV, I think that's right, Matt something on Instagram, he's very famous. He compared it to Matthew Shepard being murdered in 1996. And if Nexus was 16, oh God, math is hard. 4 to 18. Oh my God, they're almost my nephew's age because he's 15. So 2007 they would have been born. They weren't even an idea when Matthew Shepard was murdered. How can people be so evil? I know that's really bold to ask. Well, 5 to 8 genocides are raging on. Today I seen a picture of Israeli offensive soldiers posing with stolen canes. And that was really funny. That's how they posted it. Like it was so, tee look at us, we stole canes. I sometimes use a cane. So I guess it's really shocking for me to sit here and say I can't believe humankind is so evil, but I really just can't. Maybe I'm a fucking Pollyanna because I'm truly stunned. This was a child. This should not have happened. And lives a TikTok. If somehow you're unfamiliar with this bitch, Orthodox Jewish woman, very Zionist, she makes MAGA look like toddler play. If she targets you, you gotta go into hiding. It's like Kiwi Farms. It's that awful. And I know I'm on TikTok, but that's where she made her bed, and I think she's still on here, actually. She's still on Meta and everything. This bitch was hired by that very school district to make sure books weren't queer, etc. So the very, very county she ends up working for has a murder of a two-spirit child. How is this bitch not in jail? This isn't even the beginning. I mean, she's driven people to suicide before. And, she's the darling of the right. She's just so cute to them. They love her. Hell, she could lead them. I mean, I hate to say it, but evil can be smart. I think she's smarter than all of them. And I know I risk that she can see this and target me, although I have nothing. So I don't know what you want from me, because at this point, I'm going to keep living just to drain the government. Anyways, I guess if I get to choose, Nex didn't get to choose. The, these are the messages our children are hearing. It's 2024 and you can see almost any kind of queer relationship you want in ads and TV shows, although limited, and usually a queer has to die like Anna May Wong did for being Chinese. But you still get, like, I don't think 1996 queers compared to 2024 queers could even imagine what people have today. And this is still happening. There was another child a few days ago killed by, they went on a blind date with somebody, they're about the same age, and the date and his girlfriend stabbed and stabbed this kid till they died. They were trans. Why are we okay with that as a society? When Matthew Shepard was killed, of course, it started out with the, teehee queers just doing queer stuff. And I mean, it was 1996 or 7. I think it might have been 7. And you could make fun of being gay on TV. That was a huge joke at the time. Look at this gay, oh, they're teehee with the hand. And, most places you didn't even have rights as a gay person. Today we have rights to a point because the government's working hard to undo them. But this is still happening. And, people act like kids aren't hearing shit, but they are hearing shit. They're hearing what their parents say, what their parents' friends say, what teachers are saying, what, Logan Paul and, what's that rapist, Andrew Tate, and all them are saying. I don't think adults today even fully grasp what teenagers are hearing. I love my sisters, even though sister number 2 and I are fighting right now, the mother of my nephew. But I ask her, I say, do you know what he's looking at online? She says, oh, I trust him. My sister doesn't know how to work online. She could not work TikTok. I worry about that because I hope he's not being harassed somewhere. I have no idea. And of course, he would never tell me. I wish he would, but I just didn't think he trusts me that much. Which is okay. That's his right. But he chose to leave physical school to go to online school. He's really excited to do physical school in South Dakota a few years ago. And quickly opted out. My sister thought that's just because he likes out his anxiety. He's never told me otherwise, but I will never not believe it didn't have something to do with him being trans, because that state has been at the forefront of outlawing everything trans. These kids are hearing this shit. I remember being a kid, and I remember Matthew Shepard being killed. First, you didn't hear anything about it. I lived in very, very rural hell. Which is surprising because I'd actually lived near where he was killed, Fort Collins, but not at the time. And then when you did hear about it, it's a shame. Well, he shouldn't have been doing that, like looking for a hookup. Because never damn a human life was taken. You really never heard much follow-up about it. And then you heard the drug angle from 2020, and that's kind of the end. When I posted those Titus clips, they're really good clips, you should watch them, they're on here. It's from his monologue about, he says, they killed Matthew Shepard because he is gay, and then he repeats it like, what? Some people on YouTube thought I was making fun of being gay for posting that. I'm making fun of Matthew Shepard. I'm like, I actually had to turn off comments because there were people doing that shit. Not me, but there were people. We need more goddamn kindness in this world, and I know it's asking more than a lot to my trans brothers and sisters and siblings here to hold on and stay the course, because life is really fucking hard right now. Just in general, let alone being queer and trans. But the world needs you. Look at this. They need you. Stay for next.